This KISD Coaches Show is supported by Coach Henderson Sports Photography, Modern Appliance, Clean Veterinary Clinic, Denali Roofing, Seashells Visuals, and Cloud Real Estate.
Well, welcome into the Alan Haire Show final season edition. Gosh, I'm still going to come see you every Wednesday or Thursday. You know that, right?
Check in and make sure I'm not taking a nap or something.
Yeah, now, like I told you, I'm going to let it off on the show right now. We're going to be doing baseball, basketball, softball, boys and girls basketball. To be covering them and letting them go out to Raising Cane's. We're going to have them on the shows, so we're going to keep the kids all still out in the spotlight. So breaking that news here on your show today, but it's going to be good to have all those kids out there because the kids don't get the exposure they would need, you know?
Yeah, I think that says volumes for what you do for our community and what you do for these kids, so they ought to love that opportunity.
Oh, yeah, and I do because I love them. That's
yes,
why.
Sir.
That's why, and I was one of them one day. Long time ago. But
well,
Alan,
they deserve it.
You've done a really good job. I know the record may not look like you're the best coach in the world, but I tell you what, you have coached these kids up. You got rid of the ones that didn't want to play. You got the kids that wanted to play. You coached them up. You got them playing. You got that victory 2 weeks ago to kick off the win column for the Chaparral team, and I know you feel good about that, but tough over Belton last week, but Belton's on a whole nother level. That's a school that really should be success, but it's that's a big school.
Yeah, they found their way to 5A Division II. They're leading the district, and tomorrow night they'll play Waco University for the district championship. And once you have schools that have for several seasons played in the 6A division, dropping down to play 5A Division II and or at a new program is probably refreshing for them, but a little bit of uphill climb for us. But whoever's on our schedule, we're going to play, and our kids did a real good job of preparing and going over, and we did our best. And as long as you do your best, that's all we can ask.
Oh yeah, working hard. I've never seen your kids quit either.
That's right.
Out there on the field at all.
I'm proud of them for that, and they take care of their attitude and effort, then good things will happen. And we've worked on that throughout the whole season, and at times it seems like it's been forever, and then at times it seems like it was just yesterday we started.
Yeah.
It goes by quick.
And some of those seniors you got to know because they're your first ones here, the first guys that really stuck by your side. And some of those seniors, I know you're going to miss those guys.
Yeah, I think there was 13 of them strong.
Yeah.
And, they came over and gave Chaparral and myself an opportunity to be a part of their educational career. And I hope they got out of it what they put into it. But a good group, good nucleus, and we'll always owe them for being on the foundation and being the pillar of when we first started.
The original Bobcats.
That's the exact ones, They can say they actually were the first one to get out of the cage.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hey, volleyball made it into the playoffs in their first year.
Yeah, that was fantastic for Coach Neal and her program and her staff, and got to see them last night over in Taylor take on the number 1 seed Brenham in the bi-district round, and they fought to the bitter end, come up a little short, but again, like I told several people, so hey, you set the bar now, and so everybody else is working to get to that point.
Yep. Now, what does off season look like around Chaparral now? Have you got that started already? Did we turn in the pads and the helmets yet?
Yes, sir. So our freshman team, Silver team, has a game this week because they only got 9 throughout the regular season, so we got picked up them a game. But the blue team is still practicing, but the varsity JV turned it in, and so Monday morning 8 a.m. We start strength conditioning because 2023 is rolling, and so what we invest now is what will pay off in the future, and so we're hitting it like we're supposed to, which is hard as you can go. And I'm trying to make them. I'm trying to make them give up now because I'm going to find out if you're going to give up now, you're going to give up during the season. So it's hard. What we do is hard, but winning's hard.
Do you have an off-season criteria, off-season plan that you've carried throughout the years that you do every year?
We have a program-wise. We'll test before we leave for Thanksgiving.
Uh-huh.
So we're just foundational lifting right now. Get a test before Thanksgiving, and we come back from Thanksgiving. We'll have 2 weeks before finals, and so really our character curriculum and our actually spring will start the first week of January when we get back, and so that's when we start teaching them attitudinal traits of how to be a better person first, because you got to be a better person before you can be a better player.
Yeah.
And if you're not, it needs to be person over player. And if you're not, then you're not going to be able to help this team. So we do a 6-week curriculum on attitudinal traits, and so you put them through the same thing a lot of people do as far as some speed weights and mats and different things that we do to try to see if they're going to give up and submit and give in. And if we can find the ones that can stay the course, then those are the guys that will play for us next year.
Yeah, your JV team moving up. You have some guys moving up from there and then from the 9th grade squad. So
we'll be young again. It'll be our second year of existence, but we'll be super young. But at least we'll be experienced in understanding terminology and expectations of what and how we do things.
And they know the coaches better then too.
Yeah, and there'll be some connectivity there between the coaches and players, and we'll know names before the first practice. The first week of practice, you're just trying to read the tape on his helmet because you have no clue who he is.
Yeah,
we don't know what position he might play. This is what he looks like he might play, but once you figure out he maybe develop to play a different position, so it'll be a little less anxiety getting started next August compared to how hard it was this August.
Well, you didn't build a Corvette this year, but you built more or less a Dodge Charger, so you're getting there.
Yes, sir. I think that's a good analogy. And right now, like I say, in there, I'm gonna see who I'm gonna see if you're gonna quit. We're gonna press you to see if you can handle it, because if you can handle what we do, then next season comes around, you can handle the competition.
Well, we're awful proud of you. Record, whatever it is, what you've done here with these kids, the way they act, you've done a great job.
Well,
you're building young men here and young ladies, and that's good stuff.
Yes, sir. And to go back on again, congratulations to Coach Neal and the volleyball team, and we're just so proud of them, and Coach Hernandez and Coach Duran with the cross country getting started. None of that's easy for these first year programs, and so now we're rolling into getting Coach Doty and Coach Marshall ready for basketball, and getting those teams kind of narrowed down and where they need to be, and just exciting times. But again, I know from firsthand experience how hard it is on those coaches, especially when you hadn't been around the players very long.
Well, that'll be easier on them when they talk to you because you've been there,
yes,
so
sir.
you can understand where they're coming from.
Yes, sir. I'll know how they're feeling.
Well, you've done a great job, like I said, and looking forward to seeing you more. Like I said, we're going to be out here a lot. I'm not going to be a stranger.
No, well, you're welcome on our campus anytime.
All right. Well, we appreciate you a whole bunch, and like I said, very proud of the Chaparral Bobcats this year.
Well, thank you very much.